Hello there everybody, and a very warm welcome to today's video. We're on the ground currently at London Stansted in the Thomas Cook Airlines Airbus A321 TCDA Egypt where it all begins. As you can clearly see, it's TCDA today, which is or has been based at Stansted recently. So where are we heading today? Today we're taking this 321 on a service to Zante or Zakynthos. Down in the Ionian Sea. Flight number today is TCX57UY, A321 obviously TCDA. Call sign is Kestrel or TCX57 Uniform Yankee. We're cruising altitude today at flight level 330. Flight time down to Zante or Zakynthos is 3 hours and 2 minutes. Our route takes us today just out over Stansted, over Dover, over the Channel, before then heading down over Brussels, then over Stuttgart, then over the Alps just to the west of Innsbruck, and then over the northern tip of Italy, down over the Adriatic Sea, straight through the middle of the Adriatic Sea before then touching the eastern tip of Italy, then over the Ionian Sea and then into Zakynthos for this morning. It's currently about 5 to 6 in the morning on the ground here at Stansted, and this is scheduled to go at 6:45 in the morning. Out of 186 possible passengers on board today, we're taking 186. We're fully loaded with 5,667 kilograms of baggage, so quite heavy today. We've got a block fuel of 14.3 tonnes, so 14.3 tonnes of fuel going with us today. And currently the weather down in Zante is a very nice 28 degrees at the moment, with a scheduled temperature on landing of 35 degrees. A few scattered clouds in the vicinity down there and a nice breeze from the north at about 7 knots. So let's get to the flight deck, let's get setting up, and we will be underway very shortly. Okay, so flight deck, here we are. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to open up the doors and get GSX going, and we're going to, first of all though, external power on, get some batteries, and they can go on like so. Okay, so the required screens are on. We're going to go aircraft doors, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to request catering service, because this is the first service of the day. There's not much catering on board today, unfortunately, but hopefully everything else should be okay. We'll open up the cargo doors as well. They can open up. Comms on, but we're not going to bother about looking at the comms just yet. We will today be operating off of some procedures or some checklists, but we're not going to be touching them just yet. We're just going to start sort of checking everything's in position, everything's okay. Let's just double check that we have a fire extinguisher on board, which we do, just in case of anything like that. Where are the masks? Obviously we'll open that up and see if our masks are there, but obviously that's not simulated. But obviously we would proceed to do the walk around and go like that. So at the moment the weather at Stansted is telling us that, well, according to Active Sky, it's variable 8 knots from 240, so it's going to be runway 22, which is quite nice and quite a short taxi for us today. Let's get down into the MCDU. We can open up the second door. MCDU today, init reference from London Stansted, Echo Golf Sierra Sierra to Zakynthos Lima Golf Zulu Alpha. And today we have an alternate of Athens, Lima Golf Alpha Victor. The flight number today, or the call sign today, is Kestrel or TCX 57 Uniform Yankee. Cost index 25, cruising altitude 33,000 today. The catering service is there, that's what that Bing is just telling us, and we can load the fuel load sheet, and we'll go for instant today. 19.1 apparently. We'll redo the load sheet. There you go, 14.3 tonnes. Is that correct? That's what have we got for the block fuel down here. 14.3 tons, yes, perfect, okay. Align the IRSs. Like so, that's okay. Flight plan, and we'll be back to sort that out in just a second. Today we are also operating the checklists on board this 321. We don't need to touch them just yet though, because we're not going to start until we hit the before start checklist, and we'll go from there. So we're departing today on a Clacton departure from Stansted, runway 22, and it's going to be we've got the Clacton 8 Romeo in today, and after Clacton it's direct Dover to UL9er, so Dover, let it just sort of sort itself out. Okay, Airways UL9er to Conan, to Upper Lima 607, to Coxie, Upper Mike 150, Utaba, Upper Lima 607 again, to Alamem. That's just telling us the catering service is completed. And now indicates that we can request boarding, so very shortly you'll hear the passengers start boarding. Anyway, Almum to Upper November 606 to Naxu, I believe. Standby. Insert that, and we'll go direct to Ocado. Okay, Upper Lima 613 from Ocado. To Upper Dipep. To Upper Tango 415. It's not correct. Oh, that's why. Direct VIE. Sorry, I misread the flight plan there. Direct VIE. And then it's Upper November 1 to Latam. Inserts, perfect. Okay, so takeoff today. And obviously that's for the ASTU 2 Delta at the moment, scheduled depending on the runways in Zakynthos. Anyway, flaps today. Flap 2 takeoff with a trim of up 1. It won't let us change the up 1 for some reason. Obviously 0.8 they think is perfectly okay, and a flex temp today of 46. Set the trim. We'll come over here now and we'll sort out the comms for today's flight. So we're on VATSIM 122.8 via run off the AHF2 because we're running or operating today's flight in the right hand seat. We can now start with the first checklist, which is the before start checklist to the line. Cockpit preparation is completed, obviously. Gear pins and covers should be removed. Signs are on. AERS is to nav. We have 1 minute to the lining. Fuel quantity is checked and on board. Today we have 14,380 kilograms or 14.3 tons of fuel. Takeoff data today is set. Today's takeoff data is a flap 2 with a trim up of 0.8, V10145, V-rotate 146, V2149 with a flex temp of a D-rated 46 degrees. The barrow reference is set 1019 as before start checklist to the line completed. Okay, so autopilot will set that up after departure it's up to 3,000 feet, and then we'll sort of sort ourselves out as we go further. We're going to go to an outside view and we're going to have a little look around at the boarding and the process which is taking place. This is a repaint which is available off the Aerosoft form rooms. If you are interested, it's very nice. The TCDA is a little bit different. It's one of Thomas Cook's different, or it's just with the new sort of rebranding of Thomas Cook. it's nice to have the sort of retro with the Egypt. It's quite nice considering Egypt is technically, well, I suppose it is quite rare because a lot of holiday companies have cancelled flights there due to unfortunate events. Anyhow, should be underway very shortly. Like I say, 330 today. Everything's on time. The boarding is all on time. Hopefully, actually, we'll be getting underway a little bit earlier than actually scheduled. You can sort of make out the route there, and we're going to run it through the plan. So out of Stansted towards Clacton, then down to direct Dover. We might dodge that toward direct too. See where we actually end up. Then sort of down over the Alps, over Italy, over the Adriatic Sea. And then obviously the southern tip there, Lisco, and then over the Ionian Sea. Is that Ionian Sea? Yeah, the Ionian Sea into Zakynthos. So obviously we'll join the arrival after Latan once we've studied the charts and see if we need any sort of further assistance on that. Obviously full up today as well, which is a little bit sort of worrying. Now if we come down to the air conditioning, the cabin's 20 degrees. Yeah, that is quite warm to be honest, but we'll start the APU now. There you go, we'll start the APU now and we'll get that going. And then we'll get the air conditioning flying around the cabin. So, 22 is the northeasterly runway here at Stansted. And like I say, straight out, you can sort of make it out, straight out and then a left hand turn. And then we'll do a little bit of moving around in the FMF, the MCDU, sorry. And we'll get moving around and try and dodge out that direct to Clacton, sorry, that direct to Dover, because that looked like it could cause a little bit of problems, for a little bit of weird routing as well. The APU is almost done now. Right, APU's on, so we're now going to go ground services, lose the GPU, and we're going to lose the traffic cones as well, because I know the boarding is almost done. Remain tame with wheel chocks, even though the parking brake now is set. That's okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to turn the APU bleed on. All the passengers are on, so we can close the rear door. You can sort of hear that air conditioning now booting in. If you go to the air conditioning now, hopefully the cabin should start to cool down very shortly. Turn it right down. Yeah, it's getting there, it's decreasing. Right, it looks like all the baggage is on. So we'll give the cabin crew a quick call. So say everything's okay, obviously hello. All ready at the front here, and then say obviously yeah, thank you very much, boarding complete. On slides, etc, etc. Close the main front door. Contact air traffic control, which we unfortunately don't have online at the moment. And then request pushback and engine start. Today will be a nose straight pushback, sorry, with manual stop after 100 metres. We can now lose the jetway. They're coming towards us now. Wait for the jetway to get a reasonable distance away before turning the beacon light on, which we can turn on now.
Hello, Captain. We're ready for pushback.
Okay, so now it's going to be the before start checklist below the line. Let's just remove the wheel chocks. Double check all the doors are open as well. Oh, sorry, I can't really see what I'm doing from up here. All the doors are locked, which is fine. Engines now, that'll be fine. All the engines, they can come on now. Anyway, before start checklist below the line. Windows and doors, close and lock, beacon light on, thrust leaders are idle, parking brake is as required. Before start checklist below the line, complete. We just really quickly check something. Cool. My apologies. Right. Off across to start. Release the parking brakes. So if anything, before schedule, way before schedule, which is good. Means we've got a longer turnaround down in Zone C. Right. Start number 2. Right, so it's a manual, it's a straight back pushback today. There's no left hand turn or right hand turn. So we're going to wait till we just start to cross the second line. We'll call the pushback to a halt if it has done it by itself, and then we'll start number 1. And then we'll proceed to clean up and get ready to taxi. Close down some tabs while I'm at it. Cool. Obviously the safety demonstration's going on at the moment, so I'll do the manual stop in just a second. Right, that's fine. We'll just move out on the outer line, that's fine. Set bike and brake, start number 1. Wait for number 1 to stabilise out, and then we'll proceed on with taxi lights, APU coming off and stuff like that. Okay, that's fine for now. Off-start checklist. My apologies. Anti-ice is as required, which is going to be off for today. Obviously it's really warm on the ground here. ECAM status is checked. Pitch trim is set 0.8. Rudder trim set 0, and the engine start switches can go back to normal. And we're going to do a quick flight controls check today. So full left, full right, neutral, full up, full down, neutral, rudder, full left, full right, neutral. Brilliant. So spoilers, they are functioning perfectly. Then onto the gear, flap 2 today. Have a good trip, they're off. Safe to make a move now, he's sort of off. APU can come off, bleed off, taxi light on, and we'll spin it around. Hopefully everything out the back's all okay. Obviously the cabin crew should be giving us a ding, just visually tell us everything's okay. We'll wait till we just turn here and we'll start setting up for the ECAM, and we'll do the before takeoff checklists and stuff like that. Okay, we'll do the before takeoff checklist just when we get approaching the holding point. There's the sunrise. It's looking very nice. Right, we'll stop at Romeo 1. Give ourselves a bit of time just to set up. Okay, so before takeoff, check this to the line. Flight controls have been checked, the instruments have been checked, briefing has been confirmed, flap setting config 2 is set. Speeds are set today, like I said before. V1 to 145, rotate 146, V2 149, ATC is as required, ECAM memo, max, armed, TO config. We have no blue, so before the takeoff checklist to the line completed. Below the line, cabin crew, thank you very much. Seats for departure, thank you. Cabin crew have been advised, engine mode selector is as required. The packs are on. Packs on departure today. Before takeoff checklist below the line completed. Runway entry procedure clear on the approach. The TCAS can come on. Turn offs on. TO on that come on. Landing lights on. Strobes on. Here we go. Double check the approach. All okay. Start the chrono. Okay. Just get comfy for takeoff. Everything's ready to go. So, thrust set, man, flex, SRS, runway, takeoff. V1 rotates. V2 flight director alive. Positive rate. Gear up. Wait for the gear before we consider autopilot. First one's up. Second one's up, third one's up, closed, autopilot 2 engaged, climb 3,000 feet. Down to the MCDU. We'll sort this out as it is required, it's all okay at the moment. And we'll go straight to 10,000 off level 100. Climb thrust. So to hear that D rate, will let us complete this turn before we consider some flaps. Now we'll go to the pressurisation, ensure the pressurisation is rising on the climb. There's no brakes in the circuit, which there isn't. Flap 1. All okay. Okay, flaps up. Okay, flight level 270 now. Okay, I'll take off checklist to the line, landing gear up. Flaps are retracted, the packs are on. I'll take off checklist to the line completed. Wait for 6,000 feet before we go on to standard. Release the cabin crew now. Right, about to pass 6,000 on the standard. I'll take off checklist below the line, barrel reference set standard. Both sides and cross checks. That's the off take off checklist. Below the line completed. There we have it then, guys. So we've got a 3 hour 2 minute service now, taking us down to the island. Everything's okay really, not really much to say. We're just breaking through this cloud level now. So there you have it then, not really much else for myself to say now. Obviously sit back, relax, enjoy the flight, and yeah, we'll see you on our approach briefing into Zante or Zakynthos, however you like to pronounce it. See you very shortly. So then, hello everybody, joining us on our approach now into the island of Zakynthos. A little bit of information regarding our arrival, because it's a little bit different. We're joining the VOR approach for runway 3.4 today. Decision height 800 feet, ground temperature 34 degrees, of winds from the just from the north, sort of west. 30 13 knots. Transition altitude of 8,000 feet. You can see off the display there what was happening. We're sort of following an arc round, and then it sort of brings us back out and round for our VOR approach. There's the island over there. So if you go on terrain, you can sort of make out where we're heading. Obviously VOR today, we're just kind of descending down to flight level 110. Now I was reading some of the information for a go around. If we was to perform a go around this morning, we go around, we go out to we carry on runway heading till 6 DME before then turning right, maximum of 185 knots, then we proceed to the Zakynthos VOR at 3,000 feet, tracking at 180, and then 12 DME from Zakynthos we turn a over left hand turn and we can retry the approach again or enter the hold at Zakynthos VOR. Anyway, that is what we don't want to happen. We don't really fancy a go around, to be completely honest. It's not really on the agenda for this evening. Also, just looking around at the ground, it's a 2,228 metre runway as well. So obviously, auto brake medium today. And I'm just looking for the ground charts because I believe the taxi in here can be a little bit weird. Obviously, the no jetways or anything I don't believe here. So, you know, completely off GSX when we get down, and obviously the ground chart will appear when we arrive and stuff like that. Anyway, so we're about to pass flight level 1, or just past flight level 190, you can sort of make out where we're heading and where we're sort of bringing ourselves round. So runway 3.4 obviously, like I said as well today. Yeah, that's about it really. We'll be back when we commence our actual final approach. Okay then, so the signal signs have just come on and we're just about to pass flight level 110, so you can sort of now make our approach out a little bit better. So we're about to turn right here at Zakynthos 14, which is 14 DME from the field I believe, to Akadi, to Litsi, before then commencing off turn and landing onto the VOR, or turning onto the VOR approach. We're going to go down now to 5,000 feet. When we pass 8,000, it's just going to consist then of obviously doing the checklists and performing, changing the set local QNH and everything like that. And at the moment, we've been going for 2 hours 45 minutes, so if we land in about the next 10 minutes, we'll be hopefully on the ground before schedule, which is always a nice thing. Well, anyway, let's go through 10,000 feet, the lights can come on. Cabin crew, we've got about 10 minutes to run, 10 minutes to landing, thank you. So we're just waiting for that turn now, 4 nautical miles. We're now going to change the display here, and we're going to go for the wheels, and we'll just obviously ensure that the wheels have come down and everything's okay and as required. Right, so we're obviously going down to 5,000 feet now, so we'll reset local QNH 1009 at the moment. Now, here's this turn. It's about to take place. Here's the turn. Turning into the sun as well, by the looks of it. It's very warm on the ground as well. Right, tray table can go away, and we can do the approach checklist. Okay, so approach checklist. Briefing confirmed, ECAM status is checked, the signal signs are on, barrel reference set 1009, decision height today 800 feet, that's in the MCDU, and approach page is all okay. Just about to get ready to activate that. Engine mode selected as required, which is norm. Approach checklist complete. Right, anyway, now what we're going to do is, I think we'll go manual speeds now, 230 knots, manual descent, and we'll go to heading in just a second. So back to 225 knots. There's the field, just out to our left hand side there, you can roughly make that out. You just get this bit of paper which has got the go around procedures on, which are required. Okay, we'll tell the cabin crew they can sit down in just a second. The first radial ring, so the rings here, we have the 6 DME and we have the 12 DME. So we're currently about 12, or following the 12 DME radial, or the ring around now. The only reason why they've been set up is for the missed approach, and it just aids us a little bit. And we're not sort of judging where we are. And it's the radial ring, so it's 6 nautical miles from the field and 12 nautical miles from the field. 220 knots. Now for that further turn. Okay, now we'll do manual descent down to 3,000 feet now. Minus 800 on that. 205 on the head, on the speed, flap 1. Okay, speed about 180 knots. Okay, down to 2,000 feet now, and we'll operate on the heading. And when able, 160 knots as well. There's the airport. Can't really make it out at the moment, but we will be able to very shortly. Now we'll reduce the vertical speed. Hopefully that'll help bring that speed back a little bit more. We'll give the cabin crew a call now. Cabin crew, thank you very much. Seats for landing. Seats for landing. Thank you. Flap 2. Lovely. Turn left 060 for the time being. To level off at 2,000 feet. Looking for the airfield to roughly make it out with the puppies. 040. The engine's getting a little bit of use here. There's the airfield. Now activate the approach phase. 149 today. So find that approach speed. And obviously the VOR has just dropped, or VOR has just appeared on the display, which is going to be critical for helping us on our way in. Right, 340 now, we can roughly make out the heading. Right, there's the drop. I'll take control. Gear down. Flat 3. Lose the flight director. Speed back to 148. Go around altitude set 3,000 feet. Arm the spoilers. Flat full. Okay. Landing checklist. Cabin crew advised. Auto throttle as required. ECAM memo. Landing. No blue. Landing checklist complete. Come on, look at the birds. I don't know if you can roughly make them out. Just above us.
Speed.
That's completely okay. There's no need to panic about that. Ten knots on the crosswind.
1,000.
1,000 feet. Look at the birds. You can see the shadows on the sea as well.
100 above. Minimum.
Landing. Continue.
$500. 400.
Quite a short runway. Expect some heavy braking.
300.
2 red, 2 white.
200. 100. 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard.
You got right rudder.
5.
We're done. First green. Full reverse today. 70 knots or 60 knots. Cancel reverse. on your brakes. Perfect. Vacate here at Charlie, lights can come off. Start EPU. TCX off. Gates 2 is what we wanted. Swissport. Expect some GSX lag, the famous GSX lag. And gate 2 is just down there. Perfect. Flaps up. After that checklist, flaps retracted, spoilers are disarmed, APU is starting, radar is off and as standby, and the brake fan just has to come on. There's some heavy braking there. Taxi light can come off, and APU bleed can come on to get the air around the cabin. And if we go down to air conditioning, hopefully it'll start. Oh, the cabin is nice and cool now anyway. Now, how do you work these parking areas? We'll soon find out. Okay, so we are going to be going well. Don't really. So if we go revoke parking services, we want to get rid of this now. Gate 2. Follow me car, no. Don't really want to take this out. 1 second. Revoke the parking services. Gate 4. Follow me car, no. Swissport. Yes, right, that's good. Right, that's good. Now they're over at gate 4. And so I'm going to park at gate 2. And then we'll request them back at gate 2. Right, revoke parking services. Gate 2. Just to follow me car? No. I will have Swissport. Oh, not too bad. Oh well. Pocket brake's fine, lose number 2. AP bleeds on, that's cool, so the air's still flying around the cabin. Lose number 1. Parking checklist, AV bleed is on, engines are off, civil signs off, exterior lighting is as required, beacon light can come off, and you can request deboarding. Fuel pumps off, parking brake is set, ground surfaces, traffic cones and wheel chocks. Don't really want we don't want GPU just yet. Release the parking brakes, we're off the ground, we're on the wheel chuck, sorry, open up the cargo doors. Parking checklist complete. Wait for the all the stuff to be okay with. The landing rate was, if you're interested, minus 188. Not bad whatsoever, considering there was a nice 11 knot wind. Open up the rear door. and we can open up the front door. Oh, well, there we have it. There we have it.
Thank you. You did a great job. It was a wonderful flight.
Okay, well, we're off on the turnaround now, so we don't need to do much else here on the flight deck. I'll open up the window, get some of the Zanti heat in. But there we have it. London Stansted to Zakynthos. Thomas Cook Airlines A321. It's been a lovely flight, cruising obviously 33,000 feet. It was a little bit choppy over Italy, but apart from that, everything was perfect. It's lovely scenery here as well in Zanti. It's quite old because not many places have actually made it. This is the live-in FSX Zanti scenery, which is available off Sim Market as well. So there we have it. TCDA, Egypt where it all begins, even though we're in Greece, but there we have it. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Be sure to give it a like and a subscribe, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye bye, guys.